Hi, this is Medi Circle, and you're watching Rendezvous with Smita Kumar. Today, our guest is Dr. VK Sharma. He is the Chief Enabling Officer, Desin Consultancy Private Limited. He is a pharma healthcare business turnaround expert, a leadership and life coach, an author, professor, and has articles published in different national and international journals, and is among the top speakers in the pharma industry, conferences, in India as well as in abroad. His paperback edition of his book, The Leading Leadership Coaching in India, is now available at Amazon and other portals. Through this, he aims to serve the leadership community at large. Hello, Dr. VK Sharma. Welcome to
Hello,
Medicine.
Smita.
So it's a pleasure to have you here. Uh, let's have a quick round of questions and to know healthcare through your eyes.
Yeah, welcome.
So how does Desin Consulting Private Limited focus on pharma or healthcare business?
See, there are some pharma companies who has got good manufacturing facility. They produce the quality medicines, but some or other way they are not able to make the business case. They are not so successful, more so in the Indian market. Many of them, they are doing pretty good business in the international market, but Indian market, they are poor. So we as a Desin Consulting, we get to get along with these companies. We develop a customized plan for these companies, which is largely based on their strengths, and then make it implement and delivering result also. As a Desin, we don't restrict ourselves just for making action plan. We basically get it implemented also so that they can see the result. And it's more so customized because X companies coming, the requirement can be different, and Y companies coming, the requirement can be different, and the strengths can be different. So we operate with that way.
You have been bestowed with awards like 100 Most Influential Marketing Leaders by World Marketing Congress, Marketing Professional of the Year Award by World Leadership Federation and Times Network, Global Visionary Award from Vision World Academy, and Leadership and Life Coach of Year by Asia Leadership Federation. So how does it make you feel?
It make me feel little more responsible, more accountable, because once you are awarded in the public domain, expectation of the people goes up. So wherever we work, our credibility is always at the stake. And as a person, because with my this company, Desin Consult, this company, new company, just a 1.5 year old, but I have been there in this space for almost 3 decades. So credibility is always at the stake because it's not about taking any assignment; it's about delivering that assignment.
Definitely.
So it makes me more responsible feeling that way.
Sure.
Rather than happy, but more responsible, I'll look at it that way.
Uh, as you just rightly said that responsibility is really, really important. I think you can inspire a lot of juniors who are there in the healthcare, the startups, the entrepreneurs who are trying to build up, because I think marketing where you excel, it's the most important section where a company has to, excel. Otherwise, all its brands and other things won't be reaching to the masses.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sharma, you have close to 3 decades of experience in the healthcare industry, and you have seen a lot of changes. So, how have things changed from then to now?
There are significant changes. And it can be very long discussion if I look at all the changes, but I'll just name a few. The first biggest change is regarding the customer. If we look at 3 decades back, we used to look at customer means doctor. Today, customer means retailer also, pharmacist also, they occupied very big space. A lot of corporate has come in the by mean of pharmacy chain. They're occupying this space. Then the e-pharmacies has come. They are growing by as good as 70-80%. So pharmacist as such has becoming big force. And third force is the patient. Patient or public as a pharma company we used to take for granted. But now, as per a survey, more than 52% of the people do the self-medication. And this self-medication, many times they choose the brand, they choose the company where they want to buy.
Yes.
Our OTC or OTS segment, they are growing to the tune of 25 to 30%. So patient emerging one more customer, important customer. And a fourth customer is the corporate hospital. In the past, it used to be only doctors, but now the private doctor becoming less. It is more about a corporate hospital. So their administrations are different. So it's a customer change that is the biggest change in the industry if you look at last 3 decades. Another change is the India, which was their non-regulated market, is becoming semi-regulated market. So there is a pressure on the company regarding the regulations. That is another big change in the coming in the pharma marketing. Thirdly, with the coming of internet, the way we communicate, the way we deal with the industry, the knowledge is there. That has changed. The way you used to plan the promotional inputs, possibly 30 years back, people used to ask for the sample, some gift, giving wall clock kind of things, very normal things. Today, it is more has to be more academic needs are more important, more of social needs are more important. So entire things have changed. And just last, I would like to add, important changes the coming of youngsters. When I say youngster, it's not only marketing youngster, it's a production also, or in the doctors also. Because youngsters, with the help of internet, they know by and large everything. We can only share with the wisdom, not the knowledge with them. And they are very assertive and always in the hurry. So dealing with all those people, that's another change. So I see a lot of change in the last 3 decades.
Definitely. What are the challenges faced by the healthcare pharma industry in India?
One challenge is, as I mentioned, industry is moving from the non-regulation to regulation. So when I say non-regulation to regulation, it is regulation regarding price. It is regulation regarding packaging. It is regulation which is starting regarding even quality. And then government starts supplying at the government hospitals. So the way market is also shifting. So regarding regulation, that one pressure is coming on the pharma industry. Government is putting pressure through NLEM on the pricing. That is another pressure on the pharma industry. At the same time, quality, because in India, interesting thing is happening, just like Indian politics, a lot of regional companies are there. So apart from the few companies or the few political parties, there is multiple regional companies are there. So there is a competition inside and there is a competition outside. If you look at say 20 years back, competition was less in the USA market or the Europe market. When we look at say now, companies from the China, company from Vietnam, company even from Bangladesh, they start competing as far as formulation is concerned. So we are facing competition inside, we are facing competition outside, and then problem regarding the regulation, problem regarding the competition. So it is start becoming more and more difficult for companies to perform. Our margins are squeezing, and you can say kind of becoming no error business. So we can't afford to do any error here because of this competition or because of this kind of margins. Operation cost has increased.
So tell us more about this book of yours, like leadership coaching in India.
So if you look at say till now, if you look at leadership coaching, this is the first book in India, first of all.
Okay.
And leadership coaching as such is a very unexplored area in Indian market, not only pharma, but non-pharma also. Less talk, less discussed, unexplored. Till now, we usually see the only training. So whether it's X company, Y company, training remains the same. But the problem of different companies are different. The training has to be different, customized. Within the same company, there are 10 managers, 10 leaders. Their requirement, their problems are different. But the training used to give the similar kind of stuff to them. In the coaching, we make it one-to-one coaching, and what is requirement, what is problem of the particular leader, particular person is facing. And thirdly, in the coaching, we make the leader to find their solution. Instead of we give as a solution, because in the past either trainer were giving some solution, consultant used to give some solution, or mentor is giving some solution. In the coaching, we ensure that that person find his solution. As a coach, we only assist a person to find his solution. And this way, we help as a leaders as well as different corporate to realize their dream, realize their true vision and the potential. Western countries, the coaching has been very, very popular, but in India, it's new. So in this book, we have not make a very thick book. It's a thin book comparatively, so that people can read it and easily and find it relevant, because I wrote from the Indian context point of view, and I spoke about evolution of the coaching starting from the Victoria coach, whether student coaching, whether a railway coach, or you can say sports coach, what all the difference are there, how we have done the evolution in the past, how it different from the training or the mentoring, psychological counseling, all those things, and all the relevant question people can have, like how many sessions will be there, how to choose a coach, what benefit can be there, whether work does not work, how to, relate it with the psychometric tests, or how to, NLP can help in this. So all the relevant questions what a leader should have about coaching or about the process, I try to answer in a brief but very, very precise manner. And the book contains no jargon. It's only very straight talk.
That's great. So thank you so much, Dr. Sharma, for joining us here on this quick chat of MediCircle. I wish you all the best for your book, The Leadership Community. As you said that it is a thin book and people would be reading it, because a lot of times we turn, if it is too huge and it's too lengthy, people generally don't turn to, read this. So I think the leadership coaching in India, as you said, this is an unexplored, and people are still looking up to coaches who can actually help them out to come out of problems. Would be really a good solution for their problems.
Thank you, Smita. Thank you. It was a pleasure for me talking to you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.